Hey, what's up guys? Nuno here. So I've just created all of these 3D models using AI, and honestly, the results are pretty impressive. We are talking image to 3D, portrait generation, multi-angle views, and it exports in all the popular formats like FBX and OBJ. You can even send your models directly to a 3D printer. The tool I'm using is called Hitem3D, and it's a next-gen AI 3D model generator designed for creators like us who need high-quality 3D assets for animation, games, digital art, and visualization projects. So let me walk you through exactly how this works and what kind of results you can expect. Let's dive in. Alright, let's start with the basics. I want to test how well this handles furniture. So I went to IKEA's website and found this armchair. Downloaded the image, and now inside Hitem3D I'll select General and then Image to 3D. Now for the model version, always use the latest one available. Right now that's 2.0. For resolution I'm setting it to 1546p Pro, and I want it generated with geometry plus texture. This gives us a geometry and a diffuse texture file. Now we wait. These generations take a couple of minutes, so let me fast forward this a bit. Okay, and here we go. Not bad at all, right? I mean, there are some small imperfections here and there, but at first test, this is actually quite usable. You can see different rendering methods down here: white rendering, just the albedo, or only the normal map. But here's what I really want to know. How does this look in an actual render? So let me take this into Lumion, import it, add it to a scene, and render it out. And here's the result. Pretty good for something completely generated by AI, don't you think? Now let's test something more difficult: 3D people. This is where AI usually struggles. I uploaded an image of a professional woman athlete, and I'm going with this because honestly, sports figures are still missing from most 3D libraries. So if this works well, it could be really useful. One tip here: keep your subjects on a white background for better results. Same settings as before, default everything, and let's generate. Alright, checking the results. The body looks good. The overall textures are decent, but the faces could definitely be better. This has been consistent across all my tests. But here's the thing: if you are rendering from a distance, this is an easy fix. Let me show you. Import it into Lumion and take a quick render. Now I'll bring this into Nano Banana Pro, wait a couple of seconds, and there we go. Much better. Now we have a realistic result. Let me show you a few more tests I ran. This one is a man sitting on a chair. I wanted to see how it handles more complex poses. And here's a basketball player, another difficult pose. You can see it handles the pose quite well. And this one, a soccer player in mid-run. I specifically wanted to see if I could get the arm length correct from just this one image. And it did. So overall, for human figures, it's decent, but you will need to do some post-processing on the faces. Now we have the multi-view to 3D option. This is really useful when you have product images from multiple angles. Let me test this with a bar chair. You upload the front view, the back view, and the left view. Basically all the angles you have. Keep the rest of the settings as default and generate. Here's the result. From this angle, it looks quite nice actually. It captured many of the small details, but I want to investigate further. So I'm going to open this in 3ds Max to check the geometry. You can see wireframes in Hitem3D, so this is the only way to really know what we're working with. Okay, so for an object like this, we have a lot of geometry and way too much triangulation. Let me duplicate this and run a retopology with a limit of 150k polygons to see if we can keep the integrity while reducing the file size. Some edits got broken. So here's my take. If you need low poly models for video games, this probably won't work for you. But for architectural visualizations or 3D printing, it's actually quite good. Speaking of 3D printing, let me show you a real-world test. I found this image of a vase with intricate details online. I want to see how accurately it captures those tiny details. Upload the image to Hitem3D and generate. A couple of minutes later, the vase is ready. Look at this. it captured the details with impressive accuracy. Now, my printer is from AnyCubic, which isn't on the direct export list. So I'll just export it as STL, I'll open my slicing software, set the correct settings and send it to print. And here it is. I used the marble filament to get that stone look. I think it looks really nice, but what do you think? Let me know in the comments if you like the result. I also tested the portrait mode. I uploaded my photo and generated a 3D model. The result from the same angle as the original image looks okay, but here's the problem. When you rotate the 3D model, it's not accurate at all. I also ran some comparison tests using top3d.ai, and I noticed that Hitem3D is always super sharp and too cartoonish, especially with the faces. So if you are specifically looking to generate realistic faces, this might not be the best option. But for furniture, decor pieces and product visualization, it's actually a solid choice. So those were my tests with Hitem3D. The application is free to try, you just need to sign up. I'll leave the link in the description below. And here's my verdict. It works great for furniture, products and objects. 3D printing results are solid, human figures need post-processing. Faces are the weakest point here. So, have you tried AI generation for 3D models before? How are you using them in your workflow? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your experience. And that's it for today. If you found this video helpful, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell button so you don't miss my next videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.